Hey everyone, and welcome. Let's talk about something we all know and, well, sometimes struggle with, that nagging sweet tooth. It can be a real battle, right? Especially when you're keeping a close eye on your blood sugar. But the good news is, we're going to dive into some amazing ways to handle those cravings completely stress-free.
So you know the feeling. It hits you out of nowhere, that powerful urge for something sweet. And right there, you're stuck with that classic question. Do I give in and just deal with the blood sugar spike? Or do I try to resist and end up feeling totally deprived? It honestly feels like a no-win situation sometimes.
But what if that whole dilemma was a false choice? What if you didn't have to choose between indulging and resisting? See, the real key here isn't about having superhuman willpower. It's just about being prepared. And that's exactly our game plan for today.
Yeah, the sweet tooth dilemma. Our strategy is simple. Be prepared, not deprived. The idea is to have delicious, smart options ready to go before the craving even hits. That way, you can satisfy your sweet tooth without worrying about that blood sugar roller coaster. It's all about being strategic. So let's kick things off with some super easy grab-and-go choices. All right, first up, grab-and-go sweet snacks. These are for those moments when you need something quick, easy, and satisfying right this second. And for my fellow chocolate lovers, this one's for you. Dark chocolate almonds. A fantastic example is the Blue Diamond oven-roasted kind. They are just so good and they totally hit the spot.
And check out the nutrition on these. For one serving, you're looking at only 6 grams of net carbs. And remember, net carbs are just the total carbs minus the fiber. They're what we really focus on for blood sugar. But here's the real magic. You're also getting 5 grams of protein. That protein is so important because it slows down how fast the sugar hits your system and it helps you feel full longer. It's exactly what you want.
Okay, next up we've got two classic lifesavers, sugar-free Jell-O and pudding. You can find these pretty much anywhere, and they give you that classic comforting dessert feel without all the sugar. And honestly, the numbers here are just fantastic. The Jell-O is basically a freebie, 0 carbs, just 10 calories. And if you're craving something rich and chocolatey, the pudding is only 7 grams of carbs and 30 calories. I mean, come on, you really can't beat that for a guilt-free treat.
Let's move on to something simple but, a little elegant. Just a single square of good quality dark chocolate. Now, the key word here is dark. We're not talking about milk chocolate or white chocolate, which are mostly sugar. See, dark chocolate is a powerhouse. It's loaded with these things called flavonoids, which are actually really good for your heart. Depending on the kind you get, you're looking at anywhere from 3 to 10 net carbs per ounce. But here's the trick. Portion control is everything. Just stick to 1 or 2 squares. That's usually all you need to kill that craving without sending your blood sugar for a ride. So let's do a super quick recap of our grab-and-go team. We've got the chocolate almonds for that protein boost, sugar-free Jell-O when you want 0 carbs, sugar-free pudding for your chocolate fix, and a square of dark chocolate for a heart-healthy indulgence. A pretty great little toolkit to start with, right?
Okay, so what if you have just a few minutes to spare? Let's talk about some easy homemade treats. And when I say easy, I mean seriously easy. Don't worry, anyone can make these. Our first homemade idea starts with an amazing base, plain Greek yogurt. Think of it like a blank canvas, just waiting for you to turn it into a delicious, high-protein dessert. And here's all you do. You take that yogurt, stir in a low-carb sweetener like allulose or monk fruit, toss in some sliced almonds for a nice crunch, and add a few berries. Blackberries are fantastic. And what do you get? A creamy, super satisfying bowl that has only 4 grams of net carbs, but a whopping 9 grams of protein to really keep you full.
And speaking of berries, they are a phenomenal choice all on their own. Blackberries, for instance, are really low on the glycemic index and have only about 4 net carbs in a half-cup serving. But we can make them feel even more like a special treat. And we do that with this ridiculously easy 2-step whipped topping. You literally just beat some heavy cream with your favorite sweetener until it's nice and fluffy. This awesome topping adds only about 1 gram of carbs, and it completely transforms a simple bowl of berries into something truly wonderful. All right, for our final recipe, I've saved something really, really delicious. No-bake protein peanut butter bites. These little things are perfect. They're bite-sized, they keep you full for a long time, and they're great to just grab and go. And just look at how simple the ingredients are. All you need is 4 things. Some peanut butter, an unflavored low-carb protein powder, a sweetener like allulose, and a splash of vanilla extract. That is it.
The instructions could not be easier.
You just throw everything into a powerful blender and blitz it up. Now, here's a little pro tip. Once it's blended, pop the dough in the freezer for about 20 minutes. It just makes it so much easier to handle when you're rolling it into balls. Then you just stick them in the fridge to firm up and you're done. A perfect no-bake treat.
And you guys, this is the best part. Look at this nutrition. Each one of these delicious little bites has less than 2 grams of net carbs, but it packs in 6 grams of protein. So what does that really mean? It means you get that rich, sweet, satisfying peanut butter flavor you're craving, but with a nutritional punch that actually works for your body, not against it.
Okay, so after running through all those awesome options, let's wrap this up by putting it all together into your personal smart snack toolkit. So here are the key takeaways. Number 1, always be prepared. Having these smart options on hand puts you in the driver's seat. 2, always focus on snacks that are low in net carbs but have some protein to keep you satisfied. 3, don't be afraid of homemade recipes. As you saw, they can be incredibly simple. And most importantly, remember that treating yourself can be strategic and enjoyable, not a source of stress. So now that you're armed with this whole new toolkit of ideas, from dark chocolate almonds to those amazing peanut butter bites, the only question left is, which one are you going to try first? Thanks so much for joining me.